Alright, welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. I'm KnowItAllDM. Thank you for joining me today. How y'all doing today? I'm having a great day. I hope you are too. So, I just got back from ASUS Moon, from what you saw in the last episode. No, that's... Stop it. I don't want to dig. I want to come down here. Okay. Let's get some food, and you may notice my refrigerator is larger. I've upgraded to the T2 refrigerator. Really nice. Alright, alright. I'll eat. Always have to eat. And similar to Ark, you only need to eat 5 pieces of meat to regain full hunger. Unlike in Ark, each piece of food, like of the meat that you eat, is 100 food. Which means you start with 500. I'm not sure why they decided to give you 500 food, but at least for now you can't upgrade anything food-wise. So let's see, it's E and Z that I need. Okay, not K and Z, E and Z. This needs Sathium to make a flux coil. Flux coil, power coil, flux coil. I've got Sathium ore, so I can make a flux coil, but not a power coil. Okay, so what is it that I need? I need a power coil for this. But for the large generator, I needed a flux coil. So I should be able to make at least one large generator to put in the base. I'm going to see if I can make 2 to replace the 2 small ones I have down there. And that would be pretty cool. Now, this over here required a power coil. And I think that for some of the tier 2 stuff, you need the advanced constructor, because I've got the tier 2 sniper rifle, but the tier 2 sniper rifle does not show up in the large constructor. Now, originally when I started playing the game, the advanced constructor didn't exist, and the large constructor said full range of templates available. Now it says almost full range of templates available at normal crafting speed. The advanced constructor says full range of templates available and fast crafting speed. So it appears that I will need the advanced constructor, which will craft things faster, bonus all around, but in order to actually craft the higher level things. Now, the next step in the building process is to build a capital vessel, because I've built a base and I've researched everything but the grav generator and the offline protection, because, well, I'm not playing online, so I don't have to worry about that. And I have not built in space yet, or anywhere that needs a grav generator, so I haven't built it yet. Now, I've built a small vessel and outfitted it with, well, I've learned everything except the passenger seats, because again, I'm playing a solo game. And the hover vessel, same deal. I just haven't researched these because, well, I haven't gotten to it yet. And I haven't researched that because that I don't know how useful it is. I played around with it a little bit earlier in my playing of the game, but in any case, so hydrogen fuel packs. I don't think I'll need any of this. I mean, I've got the large fuel packs, and those use a lot less. I don't know how useful they are, but let's just go ahead and unlock this and this for when I go to another planet. Now this, I might be able to start, if I use this to make that, I might figure out why hydrogen fuel packs are worth it. But now the flare, I have no idea what this flare is, so I'm just going to go ahead and learn it. In the tools, I've got a flashlight, but let's just go ahead and unlock all the tools. Now, being that you can see that they've only gone to level 7 here, and I am currently level 16. That probably means that they are going to continue to add things far into the future. So, I'm almost done learning the tech tree. So, in any case, like I said, the next thing in the game is capital vessels. Now, for capital vessels, most of what they have is the same as a base, but with a few extras. So they've got the cockpit. Let's go ahead and learn that. And the cockpit number 2. Now, I think that looks a lot cooler than this, but I'm going to build a small capital vessel to start with. So I'm not going to worry about putting a big thing in there. That uses 211. This just uses 1 block. So I'm going to start with this, and once I build a bigger one, I'll go to that. But definitely going to need a grav generator, so let's go ahead and do that. Warp drive tank and a warp drive. Going to need both of those. Not going to need offline protection. Going to definitely need RCS, directional thruster, normal thruster, thruster slant, armored thruster, large thruster, RCS tier 2. Now, the difference between this, torque 500, torque 20. This is what I'm going to need. It's a little bit bigger, but it gives a lot more torque. So I'm going to want that. Light landing gear, heavy landing gear. Oh, I am out of points. Well, at least I learned the majority of things I'm going to need. Now, for level 20, I'm going to want that. But for now, I suppose these are going to be okay. So, alright, well, now that we've got all that done, wait, I don't know even why I got in there. Back here, we've got these things and those things. Alright. Now, I remember reading something about capital vessels not being able to land on planets, but that doesn't mean that they aren't built on planets. So, let's go ahead, start a capital vessel starter. And once this second large generator gets built up, that'll start building, and I'm going to go ahead and get some stuff ready to start building the capital vessel, and then I'll be back with you. So I had to come to the nearby iron mine and begin to mine for some iron because I ran out of iron in order to make metal components with. Now normally I believe it is like it's cobalt that I run out of, but the stuff that I built all requires iron. So I'm just in here mining up some iron, and I just gained the next level. Now this mine isn't but like, you know, right there's the house and here's where I am. I just brought the pickup out here. And so far this entire area has been mined out. Now it was mostly gone when I started just now. Like the part that's gone, it was already mostly gone. But it's gone from like 65% to like 50%. So I've almost gotten 20% of the mine. Actually, it was like 68%, but something like that. But anyway, so I've pretty much gotten about 20% of the mine, and that is almost 1,000 iron ore. I figured once I reach 1,000, then I'll head back to the base. So I've got the basic outline of what I believe I want the ship to look like. Now, it's not entirely done, but that's the basics of the outline. Now, I could make it wider, I could make it longer, I could make it a lot of things, But I think for now, that's what it's going to be like. The outline of it anyway. The interior, I haven't designed pretty much any of it yet, but that will be the outline of my capital vessel. Now, I'm thinking I will have a docking bay in the back for me to put, so I can just take the racer in it, but I don't know entirely how big I would need to make that or anything. So for now, I'm just going to build the shell of it. But what I do have is I've got this set up pretty much the way I want it. I mean, I don't have anything in here except this, but I will have more things. I can't put anything along the walls because all these walls are interior, but I think I might actually end up making all the walls and all this stuff be thicker up to like here, so that it's like more of a hallway, a 3 wide hallway here, rather than as wide as it is. But I don't know. I'll figure that out later. But I've got a couple of windows, and I've got the front so that when you sit down, you can look forward and actually see where you're going. So, but I'm going to continue building on it. I just figured I'd bring you back for a quick early middle building stage. And that way you can see what it looks like. Now, I've got little things like this because I'm planning on having a sort of underdeck where you can walk from one area to another without having to actually go through the hallways and all. But I haven't figured out how I'm going to, like, if I'm going to just put like an elevator to go up and down, or if I'm going to, you know, put how I'm going to do that exactly. But for now, I'm just going ahead and leaving spaces so you can get from one area of the ship to the other. So when I've built a bit more and the hull of the ship starts taking shape, I'll be back with you guys. Okay, so over there you can see I have most of the vessel finished up. So we're going to come on over here and take a look at the vessel. Now, from a top view, it looks rather simple, but interiorly it's quite complex. So we're going to come over this way to start the tour of the new capital vessel. Right, get the angle right, and turn it off. Okay. All right, so now we're docked inside the capital vessel that has no name. This is the shuttle bay where the light vessels will dock and will undock and all that stuff. Right over here is a cargo facility where we can load and unload the shuttlecraft. I haven't placed all the doors in the capital vessel yet, so some of them don't have doors. In there is where the hyperdrive is going to go, but it's too large to fit right now because it is a 5x5 and I only have 4 that I can show. And I will be having to lift the ship up to actually finish the bottom of it. So from that way you come into here. This is what's going to be a bedroom, and again there's going to be a door there, and then right across this hallway here is the kitchen. Now I'm going to put tables and stuff. There's no lighting in here yet, but continuing this way, you come to the medical bay. The medical bay has a window you can look out, as does this hallway over here, but it's just got this because apparently medicine in whatever century this is only consists of a single pod. So, but and then over here we're gonna have stairs that let you come down to this deck, which will basically be a this entire deck is just going to be for maintenance purposes, so you can get in and out and maintain things. Right here we have a elevator that can take you all the way to the top of the ship, where there's going to be a turret, and down at the bottom of the ship there's also going to be a turret, but right now they're not there. And back here we have the engine room. Now the engine room has all the core components of the vessel. I moved the core over to here so that you can see, so that it's in the engine room rather than in the front. I've also got fuel tanks over here and over here in the floor, and I've got one generator there. I'm going to have a total of 3, one there, one over there, and one right there in the middle. Now, I only have one normal thruster, like one thruster in the back right here, and that's going, eventually I'm going to have some, like, I'm going to have like 5 on this row and 3 on that row and 2 on that row or something like that. I haven't decided exactly how many of each, but I'm considering putting, like, right here another elevator to get down into the maintenance area, but I haven't done that yet. I mean, I could, I guess. I did put a light here, but right now lights aren't functional because I didn't turn on the ship yet. And then, of course, over here I'm actually in the process of replacing this wall over here. Now I'm considering taking out this entire, like, from here over, these 2 entire things, and just having it be a 3 wide thing here. But I don't think I'll do that right now. So what I want to do right now is to first I have to actually put fuel in the ship. I just so happen to have some fuel with me. Now, I don't expect this to, I expect something to go wrong. I don't know what, but all right, put that over here. Fill up this one. All right. And activate. All right, we got the gravity generator online. We've got the constructor online. O2 tank. This one has O2 in it. This one over here is non-existent, but I will have an O2 tank over here. Let's see if I can get the ship off the ground. And thrust. Now, can you hover like the other vessel can? All right. Now, at one point I had heard that capital vessels would not be able to land on planets, but they have landing gear. So I don't think that rumor is true. Now, on the bottom right now, I only have 4 thrusters. I am going to need to put more. And I'm going to need to put some on this lower level that I'm about to add. But I had to come on and go ahead and turn on the ship and raise it so that I could start building underneath it. And I wanted to do that with you on it. So I'm going to continue building underneath the ship. And once I get it completely done, I'll be back with you. All right. So I now have the vessel, I would say 99% finished. As you can see, I've added lower levels to it. Now, instead of adding the turret down at the bottom as I planned, I've been using this as an access tube. Now, what I really need to do is go ahead and make it accessible without the jetpack on, so you can just come in here and go up. And so yeah, I just did that, and we can come on up and I'll take you on a tour. So I showed you the engine room and all this stuff. I've got it all lit up. And here we have the warp drive. Very nice. And I'm gonna need some stairs, window blocks. Alright, and I'll show you what I need the stairs for in a minute. But we've got the bedroom. Again, I still have not added doors to the place just because I haven't gotten to it. But got the bedroom and the bathroom. And then over here we've got a fully functional kitchen, complete with food processor and refrigerator. The medical station over here, I added an O2 station here and rotated that to match its directioning. Over here we have the access to the lower level, which I am still working on completing. But this is why I needed the stairs. So that I can make the lower levels accessible from all over. And then over here, I want to put a set of stairs here so we can come up here and access the fuel tanks there and over here. And I might put some other things down in here. I don't know. But down here, I'm definitely going to be putting some stuff. And up here, we have the access into the underneath area of the thing from above. And if I'm not mistaken, okay, yeah, this access is directly outside. So I should be able to put an emergency exit from the cabin straight down into here. Which I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. What I'm going to need for that is I'm going to need some more reinforced hardened steel. And while we're at it, let's make a few more doors. I don't know if it'll make actually 20, but alright, let's just go ahead and grab these. Okay, so what I'm going to want to do is come up into here, over this way. I'm going to want to put that block there back. Now. Oh, okay. In here. Let's see. How do I want to go about doing this? If I put this here, can I walk down it? I can. Okay. Now, the one thing that I don't like about the interior here is that the only place to actually put lights are on the floor. Not a big fan of that. But I'm going to go ahead and, for now, just going to put some of these lights on the floor. There, there. Like this. Just lining the area to the back. So when it's dark, I'll be able to see where I'm going. Actually, I don't want this here. I want it there so that I can have this part still covered and still get out this way if I need to. Now, this not only brings me into the bottom of the ship, but allows me access to a potential exit right here. And what I think I'm gonna do now, this will be the only way into the ship from the outside, apart from the shuttle bay, and I will probably be using the shuttle bay more often. But, like I was saying, this part, I believe I am going to want to put a doorway right here. Like that. Now it should open, allowing me to exit, and I'm going to put a similar one right there. That way I can get out, and it still has a airtight seal. Now this part, I don't know what I'm going to do about this being airtight, but we'll figure that out later. Next important thing to put doors on is here. I need some doors there, and then I need doors into the rooms like that, that. The kitchen doesn't need doors, but I'm gonna put them here and over here. Now this does need doorways badly. It needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doors. 5 minimum, 6 preferable. And then I'm gonna want to put another one here up at the top, so that I can come down into there with the door. Alright, let's see. How many doors have been made so far? 5 more. Alright. Now, I know what I can do here. I'm going to go ahead and do part... In fact, I can go ahead and do the whole thing. I'm going to put a door there. And then the sides, I'm going to line with these. And then when I raise up the ship a bit more, I'm going to put them on the bottom right there. So let's see, it was the kitchen over here, this doorway here. Now I don't think I'm gonna have the engine room doored off except for right here. I think I'm gonna leave these areas open. Then it's a door into the hallway here, and then we've got a door over this way, but this goes straight to the kitchen. Okay. Now, let's seal off the shuttle bay. Best we can, anyway. Like that. And then there's one last feature that I wanted to show you, and then I think that's going to be it for this episode. The last thing I want to show you is this. Now, to access the turret, we had to have a chair, and you have to come into here, click on the turret, and click access. But you can access the turret. Now, the turret will automatically fire at things, just like the one on our house. But, you know, I figured sort of like one of the guns from the Millennium Falcon type thing. And over here's the ammo crate up on this level. And of course the elevator takes you to all the levels. You just have to know which way to face to get to some of them. Like this way. So, anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit that like button for me. And if you want to see more Empyrion Galactic Survival, go ahead and subscribe. As always, I'm KnowItAllDM, and y'all have a good day now.